What is going on, guys? Like and subscribe. Subscribe. I appreciate you all. All right, cool. Yeah, like I said, if you're here, like, subscribe. It's a bit hot in here. Got the AC running, but it's like scorching out there. Right? All right, cool. So, like I said, if you're here, like and subscribe. And again, I appreciate you. This is gonna be a short live. I'm not gonna stay too long. Come on, bro. Yep, you got away with it. Man, it's crazy. So this guy stopped at a stop sign this way. I'm coming that way, right? He waited until a car passed by. He went on the opposite lane to cut that car that's passing by from behind. So as I'm thinking that, this guy is going to wait his turn to go, he basically broke a stop sign and tried to cut me. All he had to do was just wait, Had I had no idea that he was there, you know what would have happened? I would have just continued my merry way, thinking I'm all set. And then as that car that's opposite of me, going the opposite direction, passed by, bam, he would have hit me from the side, on the back, and then he would have been at fault. Some people just don't know, like, how to properly drive. You know what I'm saying? All right. So hopefully you can hear me. All right. I didn't announce the live, so I'm not expecting a lot of people to be here on purpose. It's a little bit hard to try to monitor this at the same time, tell you guys what's going on as people is like writing and stuff. I started doing the at night lives. So if you got your notifications set up pretty soon, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna schedule them so you can know about them and so that you can be there. The channel is growing. We're having a lot of growth. Yay, we back. All right, cool. So like I said, I'm gonna be focused. Yep, so it's pretty interesting. What I may do is this, right? Because I notice a lot of the people that come on, they typically have like certain wordings that they use, and it's pretty consistent. It's become more like a slogan for them. So what I might do is not make shirts for people or anything, so that way I'm not distributing things based on their platform. I just want to make some shirts based on some of the sayings they say, you know what I'm saying? Like this one guy I was watching on Pop the Bloom said the same exact thing to every single woman that he was not, I guess, compatible with, right? And it got to a point where the host was even saying his pitch line, and before he even said it, right? And then you would think he would change it. My guy looked at her and then answered the woman with the same exact lines. And I'm like, yo, this is hilarious. So one thing I'm gonna see if I can do, put like a skit where I have I guess the show playing, and as the show is playing on the other side, I'm gonna set up my camera so I could just be like on the other side, making the shirt as they saying it. So I'm gonna watch with you guys, and as they saying their favorite slogan or whatever, I'm just gonna be in the background designing. I'll show you guys what I designed, the wording, and then after that, it's gonna be me pretty much screen printing the shirt with the different wordings. I use a lot of black ink. I love using black ink for screen printing because it's an ultimate ink. You know what I mean? Like once you put black ink on anything, it pops. You know, white ink is cool, but it's too thick. Black ink is very loose, and it can go on any fabric. So we're gonna be using black ink. So that's one thing we're gonna be doing. Basically sampling other people's channels that's popular enough, and then after that, making a shirt based on a slogan that they say. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be making it for sale. It's gonna be like a gift to my subscribers who watch, and then I'll say like catch lines that you guys need to type in on the thing. Whoever says it first, that's in the U.S., gets the shirts, right? Or shirt. So that's what I'm gonna be doing to try to promote the channel and also promote my brand, my custom design T-shirt company, to get noticed in a way because hey, I got the website, I got the designers set up on the website, everything is ready to go, but yo, I'm not getting as many people. You know what I mean? Now I've been able to get some core, what do you call it, clients that come back every year. To able to, how can I say? I think I forgot to enable chat. I don't know. But anyways, there's a certain amount of number of people I need that I need them to be ordering every month, minimum, if not every week, so I can be able to get a substantial amount of income coming in for the business to actually strive. Because you know I have inks I have to purchase. I have what else? Other materials to do these tutorials for you guys. It's not just, you know, I get the ink, you know, myself majority of the times, and whatever YouTube throws me as far as like the monetizing is going. That's what I use to do my tutorials on the shirts and this and that. But ultimately, this is a business I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? I already have a day job, and that's something I really like. So I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. Plus, they got union and benefits. So you know what I mean? When you got benefits, you ain't trying to leave anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So yeah, I got all that going on. But in the meanwhile, like with my channel is growing, I'd like to be able to get supplies and things for you guys, and you know, better camera, better stuff, to give you guys a little bit more of, you know, quality content, you know. And if I'm not getting motivated as far as like monetary wise to just continue and focus, you know, in the beginning it was cool. I was spending my money doing this, doing that, but I knew eventually I would get it back, and I do my taxes, I get it back. Now it's a lot harder, man. Just trying to do purchase materials, get the most materials set up, and then to actually have time to do content for you guys. Because, you know, with the family, cost of living going up, it's been pretty hard. It's been pretty hard. So my aim is to try to push the channel by being able to do things for you guys and show you that, hey, I do custom design stuff. I can do certain things on the fly if artwork is ready. Show you how fast I can do things, and also to let you know how long it takes to custom design. And you know what I mean? I'm getting to a point where when people ask me to do stuff now, like design their artwork, I don't do it anymore. I just send it to my graphic designer, and they're the ones who get it done, right? So that's pretty much what's going on with the channel as far as that and trying to grow and promote the channel. Um, so materials talked about. Next is what I previously talked about. So um, on my channel, a few days ago, I did a live. It was when did I do it? It was at night live. And after I did that live, I was explaining that, um, ask questions and I'll answer you and this and that. I was just trying to be there for you guys with any question you have. But the time frame was kind of off because, I have a lot that I'm doing in the morning, right? But yeah, so to recap on what I talked about, so this is a recap section. To recap what I talked about, I basically talked about if you have any questions or anything, post them in the comments, and I will try my best to answer them. Also, there's a guy that asked me to do a tutorial on the TC sublimation printer. I have the 24-inch sublimation printer that converted. So I plan on doing another video about that soon. I may do another tutorial using my own artwork because as I'm getting clients, they're letting me know that no, they don't want their stuff online. So yeah, it is what it is. So that's what's going on with that. As far as sublimation, just a insert recap. So I plan on doing more videos on that machine. Also, I've been doing a lot of DTF. It's been a hit and miss. So I gotta go clean the white ink, and when I clean the white ink, it comes out perfect. Basically, shaking it, pushing up the little spring to make sure none of the ink is clogged, and the actual cartridge. I'm finding out it's the actual cartridge that causes me more issues. I need to unclog the. But anyways, so I got that going on. Orders are coming in. Some more inserts. What else as far as updates? Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Oh, my screen printing, man. I'm doing like I think what 4 shirts a minute or something like that. So we're doing pretty good with the screen printing. Um, and I'm finding out like the flash drive I have that I was gonna convert my and I still do plan on converting it. I typically don't even need to use it as much because majority of the time, all I do is I just use the white ink. I mean the black ink. So because of that, I'm not using as much flash drive flash because with like 2 3 coats, it's already the thing is immaculate. And I stopped using water-based ink because I know the water-based ink to dry ink. Right? It was like, yo, if you're gonna screen print, you need to use what's that thing called? Uh, plastisol ink. So I've been using FNN plastisol ink to do my screen printing, and I use the black one to do screen printing. But what I've noticed is when you lay that on, that black ink is already staining the shirt with the black dye of the ink and the ink itself. So what happens is it's basically there, and what I tend to do is I just heat press it. You know, I just heat press it. I let the heat hover a little bit on it, and then after that, heat press it. Right, the heat hovers, and I heat press it. But as soon as I'm done, I just take it out, put it in a hanger, put it aside. I've set up my screen printing machine to the point where, I mean, my shop to the point where, like, as soon as I'm done screen printing a shirt, I can just hang it, and then when I'm ready, all I do is I just throw it on the heat press, let it let the ink heat up a little bit. Then after that, I just heat press it. So now you have heat and pressure being applied on the ink. So then the ink becomes one with the fabric even better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's basically what's going on. I have the what you call it, the HTV runt, where I can just lay the shirt in there, push it in, let it hover for a little bit, take it out, and then after it's done hovering, I turn on the automated heating system, and I just put it on, push it in, it automatically press, automatically lift. I just keep doing the same for the shirts. Next, 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 and I'm done. So I like that system, and that little heat press, man, that thing has been doing me solid. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what we got going on. Yeah, that's what we got going on for like screen printing. It's been pretty good. I don't see any comments. Anybody commenting? Okay. Yeah. So that's what we got going on for screen printing. Again, inserts. So now let's talk about what I want to talk about, and I'm gonna cut it off. Um, yeah. So the channel has been growing, but as I'm still in the beginning stages, right? I want to talk about the fact that I mentioned that I have a shop, you know, I have my machines, all this and that, and a lot of you probably have the room, or maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. But if you have the ability to, like, ask your landlord, you know, obviously, if you have a small shed, if they say yes, you know what I mean. You can even build it to a point where you screw everything in, so that way you don't have to worry about if you move. Excuse me. What are you gonna do with the shed? You can unscrew everything, remove the wood, remove the plywood, remove installation, all that stuff, and just save it. Just save it. So when you go to your next location, you just put it back up, and you're good to go. You have instant shop. So now, I had a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff in my shop, and because of that, I was fortunate enough to think about, you know, maybe I should create a shed shop so I don't have to worry about overhead, because I do have the space, right? I got a house, so I have a backyard, and in the backyard, I'm allowed certain square footage and a certain amount of sheds, right? So I build a 10 by 12 shed, right? And I basically turn it into a shop, you know, insulate it, put electricity in there, and bam, there you go, a shop. So I got a video that I'm coming up with, and what it's going to be talking about is how to build your own small shed, right? And turn it into a shop. I have the height, everything, but what I'm going to do is in the beginning, towards the beginning, I'm going to see if I can insert actual size sheds that you can do to with the specs, so you can calculate how much it's going to cost you. Because if you have $300, right, you can build your own shop, shed shop, you know, and it should be no problem. So yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. But like and subscribe. This is Levi Pell. Again, thank you for all of you that's been subscribing, helping the channel grow, and you know, hopefully we get to I don't know, it's going better than I thought. So it is what it is. Like and subscribe. This Levi Apparel. I got more to come. Like I said on my previous channel, on my channel previously, I have other channels that I'm going to be doing stuff on this channel to promote the other channels, and then you'd have to go to the other channel to see the complete. So I'm going to do a two-part. The first part is going to be here. That's going to just focus only on making the shirts. The other channel is going to be focusing on boxing. I may show like in a few snippet of the shirts being made. Then after that, it's gonna be immediately, hey, I'm gonna box it. I'm gonna create different, I guess, little mini cards for the brand. Because I have different machines in the shop that was meant to use for brands. I have machines that can do cutouts for what's that thing called? Cards, you know what I mean? Business cards. So I can easily do like a business card cutout with my logo of whatever brand that I'm doing. You throw in there, you know what I mean, to say thank you in the back, yada yada. And also, maybe some trinkets or something like that, just to say thank you, right? So that's gonna be on the other channel where I'm gonna do all that stuff. But the custom designing, the making of the shirt is gonna be primarily on this channel, Levi Apparel, and then my other channel, Acrorip Wear, and Chocolate Cold Drip. Oh man, Chocolate Cold Drip is gonna be off the freaking hook, right? Levi, Acrorip Wear too, because in Acrorip Wear, I'm gonna be talking about just Native American wear, indigenous people of America wear and Acrorip, or I should say the people of Acrorip, indigenous people. So I'm gonna do a lot of stuff for that. Also, I'm gonna be focusing on doing designs and stuff on the channel on like Chocolate Cold Drip. Different designs I'm gonna be doing. I forget. I'm gonna tell you guys because I'm not gonna hold back. So on that channel, Chocolate Cold Drip, I may do it on Levi Apparel, and then show snippets of it on Acrorip Wear, and it'll be like a part 2, part 1 on both channels, right? So imagine this, right? You're wearing a shirt in there. You got the Chocolate Cold Drip, but there's sayings. The sayings is in food writing, not just food writing, candy food writing, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn about the cut and snip method. I got Silhouette 4. I had a Silhouette 3. I gave it away to some good people that helped me out, especially with my daughter, and I went to give them something that was like long lasting and as a present. So that's what I did, and I hope they're using it to the fullest because this thing is amazing. So after getting that little short story, I decided, you know what? Let me get what's called Silhouette Cameo 4. When I got the Silhouette Cameo 4, it was amazing. What ended up happening for me to get the Silhouette Cameo 4, I give away the 3 like I just said. The Cricut is what I was using. Cricut was amazing. The issue with it is this, right? As time started going by and I was using it, what I noticed with the Cricut is they wouldn't let me use certain fonts. They were charging me for fonts. Meanwhile, I know in Silhouette, those fonts are free. And there's even more fonts, and you can embed other fonts in there. You can buy a whole category of fonts. You can even buy a drip font. Like, there's so many things you can get, and those things are like $1.99, and then they're yours forever. Cricut was like, oh, you can get this, but you have to buy it each time. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So, and it was like a commercial. You have to buy the commercial bundle in order for you to use it sometimes. So not only are you buying it once, but you got to buy the commercial to even be able to use it multiple times to do multiple prints. So I was like, you know what? This is messed up, man. I'm getting pennied and dimed just to use a machine that was supposed to be free software, and a marketplace in case I need something, I can get it. But when I buy it, it's mine. So then I say, you know what? Forget it. I went back to the Cameo, man. It was one of the biggest move I made for the business. But then I was trying to get the Cameo 3, and I said, you know what? I think it's time to upgrade. The 5 was a little bit too expensive for me as far as the budget I had. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get the 4 because the 4 and the 5 is very similar. You know what I mean? So when I got the 4, I was amazed because it had that cartridge thing where not only like if you need extra space for your vinyl to be laid on, it's there. It's there. I'm very impressed with the Cameo 4, and I have to do a video on it. But yeah, so that's what's been going on with Levi Apparel. I should have ended this a while ago, but 30 minutes is fine. If you're here, like, subscribe. Oh, I got some people commenting. Yeah, if you're here, like, subscribe. We got more coming. Hey, if you like me doing this talk and drive, let me know because I'm trying to do the at night thing, but I don't see a lot of people. So now I'm starting to consider like maybe I should do like talk and drive on the daily instead. T-Town, what's going on? T-Town, hold on 1 second. Yeah, T-Town, guess what I started doing? Embroidery. Yes, I got my embroidery machine to be on point now. And believe it or not, the whole time I was having issues, it was because my bobbin. It had nothing to do with the thread tension and none of that. It was just my bobbin was configured wrong. So because of that, I wasn't, every time the machine would go to, do its thing as far as like embroidering, it would stop. And the reason it stopped was because the bobbin was not fully threaded correctly. So therefore, it was giving me issues. All right. I'm at a stop. So let's see what it says. Hello, Levite. Do you have Cash App? Yes, I do have Cash App. You know what? Next time I do this live, I'll come on. I'll put Cash App on my description. But if you want to Cash App me, it's Levite Apparel. It'll say Moses Levite Apparel, something like that. I don't know. It says something. I'll put my Cash App on there, and then that way you guys will be able to get it. But if you want, just give me a super like, super chat or something like that. You know, I'd rather the platform make profit because at the end of the day, I'm here on YouTube to help YouTube grow itself. So if you wanna help me out, help out YouTube too, because as long as they're able to be here, I'll be able to be here. You know what I'm saying? So if you're here, like and subscribe, I appreciate you. Right? What else? Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait to read those. Next stop sign. Yeah, man. Well, I should say red light. All right, cool. I'm at red light. Oh man, thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's see. It says like. Nice. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right. So again, if you guys like me doing this talking live, I'm more than happy to. I may have to just stop and when I stop to read some of the comments. But yeah, and thank you again. And since I'm here as a YouTube, I guess, content creator, thank you for helping the platform. And again, like, I'm glad you brought that up because I thought about it a little bit. I'm like, yeah, I may be getting a Cash App, but I'm helping Cash App. And I'm still getting a little bit when YouTube can get a kick out of it too, and then grow the platform and give you even more content, right? Because YouTube is growing, right? You have people that are in regions that don't even have internet access yet. That's about to get it because of Elon Musk's satellite thing. And once they get access to internet via once they get access to internet, they'll be able to go on YouTube. But with all that amount of people coming on YouTube, right, they're gonna need funds to be able to help out, because last thing they want is when those people come to be too much for the platform, and then they're not able to perform as fast as they want. So yeah, like I said, that's why I don't mind getting the cash we call it super chats on YouTube, because I want to help the brand grow. You know what I mean? I want to see them grow, because as they growing, I'm growing. So yeah, I thank you and I appreciate it. And yeah, keep it up. Right. So yeah, I have a whole lot more content coming. I'm trying to branch out. The channel is growing, and we're gonna be pushing out stuff. So embroidery. This month, I think I'm gonna be doing a lot of tutorials. I have a two-part tutorial that I'm doing currently right now, which is why you haven't seen me. I've been building a shed, and the reason why I was building a shed. Oh yeah, back to what I was saying. So segue. So last time I was talking, I showed like I have a lot of stuff, and you guys can do it too. Build your own shop. Now, the best way to build your own shop is look at the space you have in your backyard. You know, you don't have to pay for all this overhead by renting at a place. And if you're worried, like, yo, man, I'm making money and like the government's gonna be taking all of it, listen, you get materials, write it off. Always upgrade your shop. If something's old, sell it, or donate or something. Upgrade to the next thing. Yeah, all I'm doing is just an insert to show how to build your own shop, because you don't need all those things. You can go and buy what's that thing called, transfers, right? You can get transfers. Also, on top of getting transfers, you can get things made. Like, for example, T-Town does a lot of embroidery. If you're Once you build the shop, chances are there's no point of having an embroidery machine in there. There's no point of having a DTF machine in there. If you want, you can. But if you have just your heat press and a room to put away supplies and to have boxes stored in certain areas, right? Then you're good to go. And a printer or two to just print out your invoices, right? You're good to go. A desk, you're good to go. A heat press set, you run or two, and you're all set, right? So I'm doing that to show you guys, like, yo, you don't need all these things. You can outsource your stuff and still grow your brand, right? So that's why I'm doing the shed, to show you that you can do that. But on the other side, the main purpose of the shed after I build it is going to be used to primarily store a lot of the stuff I have at my house, to just give myself the ability to have storage, pretty much, right? Now, what else am I doing in the background? Well, I'm doing a lot of YouTubing, a lot of Ubering. And the main purpose of Uber is like, yo, in my area, bro, like there's in Massachusetts right now, there's a lot of land in these rural areas that's available, that I want to be able to get a chance at it. And also, I have bills and stuff that I hate the fact that I have to be paycheck to paycheck. When I do get business from the t-shirt, I'm usually able to be a little bit more fluent as far as like funds, you know what I mean? Being able to pay this bill, that bill a little bit better, and have a little bit stash. But eventually, the whole goal of the shop is to build its own money, is to grow its own business, is to help grow the channel. So I want to be able to get that money, put it aside, and just use it strictly business, and focus on just growing the channel, the brand, and eventually, be able to have content for you guys that's a little bit more, wanting, So yeah, So that's pretty much it. I just want to do a recap with you guys and then show up. So obviously you guys like me doing the talk and drive. I'm gonna be doing that a little bit more consistently if you want, because I got the time. So I usually drive. It takes me about 45 to like 40 minutes to get to work. So if you want it, you got it. All right, like, subscribe. This is Levite Apparel. Peace. Cool.